Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Sean Dexter and I'm back to you today with another Bitcoin USD analysis video. It's a beautiful day outside. Bitcoin though, not looking so beautiful. In our last video, we talked about how on this bearish weekly candle, we were not gonna look for a downside until and unless we got our confirmation. And what was our confirmation? Us taking out the low of this candle over here, the previous candle, the doji candle, which was coming up at around 10,300 and 10,300 even. And as soon as we tick down below, what do you know? As soon as we tick down below, we can go on ahead and look at a 1 hour. As soon as we took out 10,300, where was that? We saw a move to the downside, reaching all the way down to 9,700-ish. And guys, another thing I do want to point out while we're here, this channel that we drew out a couple of days ago now, maybe more, we are still respecting this channel. Bitcoin has been respecting these 1 hour formations so goddamn well. All you had to do was buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance. Now you don't have to play these because hey, I know 1 hour time frames, the lower time frames can be a little bit flaky. But we had a really beautiful play over here at the bottom of the channel over here just today, because the top of the channel actually lined up with the daily 21 and the bottom of the channel lined up with the 4 hour 200 EMA. So what do? You buy the 4 hour 200 EMA, which is a high probability play by the way, and then you sell the retest of the break of the daily 21. That being said, let's go on over to our higher time frames now, because finally, god damn it, we can start looking at our higher time frames. And I do want to point something out to you guys. Let's go ahead and take off all our lines. Bitcoin has tentatively broken the daily 21. Now I say tentatively because we haven't closed the day yet, and Bitcoin has already tested the daily 21 once. Can we come and have another retest and then close above? Who knows, right? Who knows? That being said, what was the big buy today? The big buy and the bounce was your Kijun, right? Your Kijun, you get the bounce and you close at the daily 21. Now, I do want to say this, right? A lot of people are confusing being bearish and being in a slight pullback. Just because I'm expecting a pullback does not mean I am bearish. On the macro time frame, we are still extremely bullish. Until and unless we clear certain levels, I will remain bullish. We'll talk about those levels in a bit. Now for the daily, right? Was I expecting Bitcoin to hold the daily 21 like I was back then? Because people were telling me, Sean, back in the 3,000 levels and the 5,000 levels, you were talking about the daily 21. How come you don't care about it anymore? Because guys, in my previous videos, I did mention this a few times now. As the chart matures, I'm going to start looking at the higher and higher time frames. And I do get that it's confusing because recently we're looking at the low time frames, not even the daily, we're looking at the 4 hour, right? Why? Because when Bitcoin starts making its parabolic moves, buyers are stepping in earlier and earlier. That parabolic move is now over. I'm going to go back to the higher time frames and not the daily, okay? So we're looking at the daily initially, then we start looking at the 2-day and then even the 3-day. And in fact, I mentioned this just a few days ago, right, where I talked about, hey guys, I want you guys to look at this pattern over here, right? Could we be doing this? On our initial run up, we came and accumulated on the daily 21. Then the second run up, we did not accumulate on the daily 21. In fact, we didn't care too much about it. Instead, we accumulated around the 2-day 21. Now we had another run up. Could we be possibly looking for a move down over here, the 3-day 21, which is lining up around the Kijun as well, right? That's the 8,000 level, the mid 8,000s. Who knows? Let's see. We want to see price action unfold some more before coming up with any conclusions. That being said, I'm not even going to look at the 3-day too much anymore. What I'm really interested in is the weekly time frame, this candle here, and now we see the follow through to the downside. There's some really interesting things going on. We already have confirmation, in my opinion, where we confirm this as a top. Now here's the thing: are we going to close the week underneath 10,300? That would be even further confirmation in my opinion. And what are the down? Okay, now it's not appropriate for me to be looking for upside moves until this week closes above 10,300. If this week closes above 10,300, then I want to see us close about 10,700. But for now, I'm not looking at that because I don't get overly bullish and then position myself like I'm seeing other people do, buying the dips. Guys, this is not the time you buy the dips. You have to You can, right? I don't. This is not financial advice. You can never really time the bottom, but I like to. I'm a really conservative trader, and I like to see confirmation before making those sort of decisions. But what I will be doing though is looking for the resistances towards the bottom. Now, I do want to make this clear as well. The path to least resistance is still upward, guys. Path to least resistance is still upward, and as long as that maintains, I am going to remain bullish on the macro picture. But that doesn't mean you need to be in a trade. So we have this reversal bearish candle here. We do have a continuation to the downside. What am I looking at moving forward? Let's look at the weekly. Let's look at historical support and resistance lines now. We'll do this together. We'll do it crudely, so forgive me if I'm a little fast with it. We do have one obvious level over here. Oops, I do have some already marked out, but these are from like the daily levels. Let's go ahead and remove all drawing tools and start this fresh. Okay, so we have one. Yeah, we have one over there. Let's adjust that a little bit. We do have one over here. Of course, that we already cleared that. I think that could be an obvious one over there. Actually. Go ahead and see what's going on. Okay, so yeah, there's another one right here. Okay, so this is more of a zone. It's a wide zone. Yes, I do agree. Okay, we have our touches here, and we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that's a good spot. We can adjust this a little low. We can mark this out as a zone, right? Anywhere between 8,700-ish to 8,200-ish, in my opinion. That's a zone I'd mark. Okay, so anything else I would be looking for is that's 1, that's 2. Okay, we have the wicks there. Okay, actually, we can go ahead and mark that as well. We can take this out. I apologize if you guys don't fully follow with me over here. I'm doing this today for the first time. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Okay, so this is how I would play it. Okay, so then we can go ahead and mark some boxes over here. So this would be one zone for me. On the week. Okay, these are okay. Remember, I know these are looking like huge zones, but guys, this is the weekly, and you got to position accordingly if you are playing the high time frames. Okay, so this is what I'd be looking at. Yeah, 7,700 as one big zone, 7,700 to 7,300. You guys might be laughing at me and thinking that that's a little too far off, but I think that's on the table. I really think that's on the table, and that actually lines up with other things I talked about, and I mentioned this in the Telegram group. By the way, guys, if you're not in the Telegram group, go ahead and do join. I haven't turned it into a private group just yet, but I will be doing that soon. I'm getting lazy on that actually, but hey, if you've been following this channel, don't delay. But yeah, so this is what I'd be looking at: 9,557-ish to 8,870. In fact, we've already come and tested that. 9,580 is as good as 9,667 if you're looking at the higher time frames. Close enough is close enough. Breaking that, I'd be looking at 8,856. Okay, so yeah, let's adjust that slightly because we have these candles over here, right? We can be a little bit more lenient with that. So 8,800, yeah, it doesn't change much. So that's the next zone I'd be looking at. So if we break this, we'd be looking at it for a move to 8,745. Then after that, 7,200 to 7,000. Can I actually adjust this as well now because we have these two candles over here? So I would now I'd make that a little tighter and say 7,565. Okay, and that actually lines up with these candles over here as well. Yeah, we can adjust this slightly tighter, and there we go. We're doing this together. So 7,332 to 7,554. Again, you guys can do this yourselves as well, and be a little bit more accurate and precise if you do want to. I'm not too concerned about being too precise over here, especially on video, and more importantly, because we're playing the high time frames, you do not need to be that precise. Okay, so on the weekly, these are the moves we are actually looking for, guys. This is on the table, and this is what I mean. These are support lines, right? Support lines is horizontals that we're looking at towards the downside, and until we clear this zone and then this zone, I am not going to be bearish. Okay, I will be looking for bounce plays over here, right? 8,700 is a major bounce area for me based on the weekly. Let's go ahead and look at the other time frames to see if we have anything in confluence. Let's start with let's go backwards. Okay, we're at the weekly now. Let's go to the 3-day. That's my next major time frame I like playing. On the 3-day, there's no point doing horizontals again over here. It'll just get way too messy. I'll need a new chart for that. But we can turn on, we can start with our Ichimoku and see what's going on there. We do have the 3-day 21 EMA and the Kijun lining up perfect. Okay, we just talked about this actually. Okay, so the Tenkin just lined up with the 3-day there. We got the retest of the Tenkin on the 3-day. Keep that in mind, guys. Now, if we break that, that lines up with the break of the weekly as well as the retest of the 3-day and the weekly levels at the Kijun. That's become a very, very important level to me now suddenly. Yeah, so 8,700, major area. Okay, so interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the weekly EMAs and see what we have. I forgot to look at that actually. Okay, so we have a zones here marked as showing up. Okay, the weekly 21 EMA is showing up exactly at 7,300 level. Okay, so we have this lining up. Let's go ahead and look at the 2-day now. Do we have anything on the 2-day that's showing us? The 2-day Tenkin was just broken, by the way, guys. We do have the Kijun lining up at 8,700. So a lot of things lining up at 8,700. That's going to be a key area for me. Okay, if we break 8,700, now I see why we would make a fast move down to 7,600. This is going to be a very, very important area for us to hold. I'd be looking for a bounce here, but now look at this. 9,366 is pretty close to 9,547. But when is the next 2-day candle closing? Next 2-day candle is on the 4th of July. Okay, so we started a fresh 2-day candle today. If Bitcoin spends some time around here, I think we will be making the 2-day will make its way up to 9,568. If we break that, Kijun would be our next play. If, however, we come down to 9,366 today, I would be expecting a bounce. Would we? I don't know. I believe the 2-day lines up, the 2-day 21 EMA lines up with the 4-hour major breakout, if I remember from just from memory. Yeah, right over here. You see the zone over here, guys? Because I did take this play. I did add to my long over here. That's how I do remember. If this is a breakout zone, 9,300 and 9,378-ish on the 4 hours. So that lines up with the 2-day 21 EMA. I'd be expecting a bounce if we make our way down there today or the next 2 days. I don't know if we will though. I don't know if we will. Bitcoin is finding support at these resistances. Again, path to least resistance is downstairs. So I'm going to be bullish towards the upstairs. That doesn't mean I need to be in a trade. I'm going to position according to where I feel we are going to have the best plays. And I think that's going to be on the 3-day in my opinion, guys. It's all lining up to 8,700. If we break that, I'm going to be a big buyer over here at 7,200. Okay, I don't want to say I'm going to be a big buyer. It's too early to say. I want to see how price action unfolds. You know what? Let's go back on over to our weekly and look at I usually don't look at this, but every now and then I do because I want confluence, guys. I want confluence. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put on our Fibonacci tools and we're going to go from the low to the high. Let's see, fib. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is should I do candle closes or should I do wicks? I think this time around I'm going to do wicks because there's a lot of price action happened over there, right? There's some art to it. Okay, so we have a wick here, and okay. So this major region here, the 618 region, is lining at 7,200. Okay, so we are having some confluence at the 7,000 level, guys. The weekly 21 EMA-ish, right? 21 EMA is lining up to 7,300, 7,200 on the Fib 618, the golden pocket area. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be too surprised if you see a wick down here. Okay, I would not be too surprised. The 0.5 retracement area lining up with this green zone over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this, stretch this a little bit as my pocket of buy, put this a little bit down, and then stretch this a little. Oops, let's go ahead and do. That's what we have here, guys. I did this live with you guys here today, so I hope you guys see how I do this. Okay, we have these two areas. We have our green zone over here at 7,300 to 7,550, 7,600, and then we have 8,516 to 9,400 approximately, right? I'm not going to be too exact in these videos, but that's what we are looking at for move towards the downside. Okay, now I hope you guys marked it out. Now it's always if this then that. We could simply bounce over here. Remember, daily Kijun is not something to be scoffed at. And we are sitting at we don't even know if we're going to close underneath the 21. We may simply close above 10,373 today, and that's going to be very telling for me. I'm still going to wait for confirmation. As soon as we take out the daily Tenkin, which is 10,963, I'm going to start looking again for moves to the upside. Once we take out 11,537-ish to the upside. By the way, let's go back to the week. I want to see where we are sitting at right now. I completely glazed over that, so lay out all of this and redraw our fibs. Where are we sitting at right now? Okay, so we are sitting at the 0.382 level. Interesting. Interesting. So a lot of things lining up in this at this level too. This is what I mean, guys. It's inappropriate to be bearish when you have so much underneath you. Way too much. Way too much. By the way, am I recording? Okay, I am recording. You guys have no idea how many times I've done a video and realized I've not been recording at all. So it's good to know I am recording. Yeah. So Bitcoin. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. Right. Inappropriate to be too bearish, inappropriate to be getting into position just yet either, because we did have a big parabolic move to the upside. Prudent to protect your profits and now reposition for your move to the upside again. Now there are other things too I'll talk about in our next video that may point down to the 7,000 level. I wouldn't be too surprised if we get down to 7,000. Not surprised at all. That being said, I will be expecting a bounce at the 8,500 to 8,700 region. This is a high probability play. Will we continue on and upward after that? That's left to be seen. We don't do any crystal ball nonsense over here at Mango. We do TA, and I'm not here to predict the future, guys. I'm here to make money. This is not financial advice, but I'm guessing you guys are here to make money as well, and we take the high probability plays. Okay, so is there anything else I do want to talk about? Okay, the 4 does have something interesting. I'll go ahead and pull that up if I can. We do have, like I did mention this already, right? We have our 200 EMA lining up at the bottom over here, right? We also, this is interesting. It's another way you guys could play it, which is why this was a high probability play for me, by the way. We have the 200 EMA lining up over here and the 200 MA at the 9,300 level, okay, which lines up again with the breakout level as well as the 2-day 21 EMA. So 9,300 area is a major bounce area for me as well, but as we grind our way down there, becoming less and less it's becoming less obvious to me that we do bounce hard. There are two things that could happen. We could accumulate at the zone, or break right past. Okay, depending on how we react to this area, it's going to be very telling for me, because there's another reason why I would think we could accumulate over here, and that has to do with what I discussed with the daily, right? What did I discuss with you guys? The daily 21 EMA, when we made the first move up, we came accumulate on the daily 21, then we accumulated on the 2-day 21. Now are we going to make a sudden move, a similar move over here again, make a parabolic move to the upside, make an extended move to the downside, simply accumulate, not see the follow through, and then make our move to the upside? By the way, the move that I was talking about here on the Ichimoku was, as soon as you break the cloud, you wait for the test of the top of the cloud. Okay, you take your short over there. If it doesn't reach there, you don't take the play. You don't break the cloud and then take the play all the way down here. Take your short here at the edge of the cloud, and then you wait for the downside and you close around the 200 ME or the 200 EMA. One of those two. Okay, so we had that play perfectly lining up with our 1 hour channel as well. Took the play, was good, was good scalp play, good pocket change, and we move on now for our high time frame plays, which is the 2-day and the 3-day. That's what we are looking for moving forward, guys. It's as simple as that. The Kijun lining up with 8,787, which is the 3-day 21 as well. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, a lot of things. Okay, the 3-day 10 SMA got tested. Okay, 8,749. This is going to be my major zone that I'm going to be looking for a bounce. Okay, it's also the retest of this breakout zone over here, right? Remember we were talking about this ascending triangle or the bullish flag, however you want to look at it. Okay, so that's Bitcoin for today, guys. Is there anything else I do want to talk about? I don't want to keep these videos too long. Ethereum, we can go ahead and take a look at Ethereum quickly. By the way, Jerry, I'm going to be looking at this one for you particularly, and nothing much has changed, right? For Ethereum, we're looking at this major wedge or rising triangle or pennant, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't freaking care what you call it. Krisha knows the names for all of these things. I don't care to remember the names. We broke down, okay, into this flag here. If we close here, right, the next support I'll be looking at is the top of this flag over here, right? By the way, when we initially came and tested the top of this region over here, this line over here, let me go ahead and mark that ticker for you guys so you guys know what I'm talking about. We did have a nice bullish bounce all the way back to 317 on the 3-day. Now if we do close the 3-day inside here, I would not be surprised if we actually come down to 237, guys. So two areas, 246 and 237. A retest of this area over here for me is going to be a huge buy. Let's go ahead and look at our There you go. The Kijun is lining up with that too. The Kijun is lining up. So that to me is going to be a big buy for Ethereum if we do get there. Right? Again, I'm still bullish. Just because we make moves to the downside doesn't mean I'm bearish. There's more to hold us up than there is to keep us down now moving forward. We are on a bull trend until we break major levels. And for Bitcoin, that's around 7,000-ish. For Ethereum, until we crack, Ethereum has a lot more leeway, because if we break into this, yellow rising triangle over here that we're seeing over here, this wedge, then I'd start to get bearish on Ethereum as well. But until 229 cracks, again, that's a 3-day Kijun, I'm not gonna be too concerned. All of these are buy the dip opportunities. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research, blah blah blah. All of these are only my thoughts and my ideas. Okay, so talk about Bitcoin, we talk about Ethereum. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin dominance, because I think a lot of people are interested in this. Bitcoin dominance finally doing what I was looking for, right? I was looking for Bitcoin dominance to break this area over here. We actually did not close. Okay, we did not close underneath there yet. So today is going to be the deciding factor. I thought we had closed under there. I'm going to be mistaken on that. We can talk about this region here. I guess we took out the wick of this area over here. Okay. Turn off all of this mess, and once we close over here, right, I can start to say, okay, you know what, maybe alts are going to start running. So it's not a good time to start scouting for alts. Not a bad time to start scouting for alts. Yeah, so we talked about Ethereum, we talked about Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, we are looking at major areas around 8,700 to 8,050. Failing that, we are looking at around 7,000 region. But hey, before any of that, we need to clear 9,600 to 9,300, right? This zone over here. Let's go ahead and mark that out. Okay, we clear this. I know there's a lot of lines over here, guys, but hey, that's what a bull market looks like, man. You have a lot of support underneath, and all you have to do is play the bounces on each move towards the downside. All right, cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. My name is Sean Dexter. Throw it a like, throw it a subscribe. It really helps more than you know. And hey, if you have any requests, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know ideas. Do you have any questions? Anything? Don't hesitate. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. Hey, what's up, guys? So quick update. As I was putting the video together and rendering it on my video editing software, Bitcoin made an aggressive move to the upside. Now remember what I said in this video from 15 minutes ago. Bitcoin had tentatively broken the daily 21 EMA. It hadn't closed yet, and now this is a perfect example of why you shouldn't be front running moves, right? Look at what just happened. Even though it looked like Bitcoin had made a clear break of this 21 EMA, all we did was go ahead and bounce off the 4-hour 200 EMA, which is a high probability play, and move aggressively to clear the daily 21. Now, this kind of changes the picture. But again, this is only tentatively above the daily 21. We have to wait. We have to wait for Bitcoin to actually close over this. And if it does, we have a few interesting things to talk about tomorrow. And I did mention this already, right? Somewhere in the middle of the video, I do remember talking about what I would be looking for if Bitcoin goes ahead and closes actually daily 21 EMA. This is actually pretty bullish. And if you guys go ahead and look at the 1 hour channel I talked about in the beginning of this video, look at that. We finally cracked it, right? It was going to resolve itself eventually. Looks like this may just be it. Again, this our 1 hour candle is actually going to close in 3 minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see how this closes, and then to see the follow through after this. Right, let's go. EMAs cleared that 1 hour 21 EMA, by the way, very aggressively. So yeah, this is what we're going to be looking at now. The next thing I'll be looking for now after that, after clearing the 1 hour 21 EMA, the retest of this zone over here. This is a major pivot zone. It's a 10,800, 10,700 zone. It's going to be a major area. If we can actually clear, after clearing, first we need to clear the 4 hour 10 SMA, of course, which is going to line up clearly with the break of the channel. The next zone to clear is the 10,700 region over here. As Krisha walks into the room, there she is now running back out. Okay, so I'm going to add this now to the video. Shouldn't be too long. I'll post this up on YouTube. So this is what we're looking for. Bitcoin making an aggressive move. That's what I said, man. And bull market, anything can happen. You have so much underneath you. Now nothing's in the clear yet. Again, Bitcoin may simply be just walking price action down or simply accumulating. There's not enough information, not enough price action yet for us to know any of this. So hey, yeah, I'll just go ahead and add this to the video now. I'm getting really hungry. Gotta grab some dinner. So I'll edit this on, fuse this onto the video, and post this onto YouTube as soon as possible. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Cheers.